Before the first rhythm echoed across the valley, before hands found the skin of the drum, before voices became songs, there was silence, and inside that silence, someone whispered hope, not to the crowd, not for applause, but to the one who hears every heartbeat. Before the drum, there was prayer. Morning gathered on the mountain, golden light kissed ancient stone. Every breath became thanksgiving, though I thought I walked alone. Seeds were sleeping in the earth, waiting for the rain to fall. Faith was growing underground, long before I heard the call. The rivers carried quiet mercy, the wind remembered every plea. Every answer started forming where no human eye could see. When my strength was disappearing, love remained beside my way. Heaven heard the smallest whisper, long before the break of day. Before the drum, there was prayer. Before the victory, faith was there. Before the sunrise touched the sky, hope had already learned to fly. Every mountain, every stream started with a sacred dream. Before the song could fill the air, there was prayer, there was prayer. Not every battle needed shouting, some were won with folded hands. Not every answer came like thunder, some arrived like shifting sands. The weakest voice became the strongest when surrendered to the light. Grace turned every fearful morning into courage through the night. Broken hearts became a garden where compassion chose to grow. Mercy watered every promise only heaven seemed to know. Every tear became a river, every river found the sea. Love was writing new beginnings where the world saw tragedy. Before the drum, there was prayer. Before the victory, faith was there. Before the sunrise touched the sky, hope had already learned to fly. Every mountain, every stream started with a sacred dream. Before the song could fill the air, there was prayer, there was prayer. When the road grows dark, keep your eyes on hope. When your hands grow tired, lift your heart instead. The strongest roots grow where nobody sees. The brightest dawn begins before the light. Oh, mercy still remains, love still calls my name. Children dancing in the sunlight, elders smiling through their years. Every generation carrying stories washed with grateful tears. No beginning is forgotten, no small kindness disappears. Every prayer becomes a harvest, growing stronger through the years. What was planted with compassion cannot fade beneath the sun. Love remembers every promise until every race is won. Before the drum, there was prayer, there was prayer. Before the journey, someone cared. Before my voice began to sing, love had crowned the coming king. Every heartbeat, every flame, heaven always knew my name. Before the rhythm filled the air, there was prayer, there was prayer. Before tomorrow learned to shine, there was prayer. If the music ever moves your feet, let your heart move first. If the melody lifts your voice, let gratitude lift your soul. Because every lasting song, every step of faith, every life transformed began with a prayer. Long before the drum. Don't hide your scars. They are not the end of your story. Every mark left by sorrow, every wound that learned to heal, every night that gave birth to a new morning, carries a song. Listen closely. Even broken hearts can become beautiful instruments, because every scar has a sound. Through valleys dressed in silence, with empty hands beneath the sky. The road was long, the dust was heavy, yet hope refused to say goodbye. The river carried whispered prayers, the mountains held them through the night. Before I saw the dawn approaching, faith had already lit a light. The wind embraced forgotten stories, scattered gently through the trees. Every breath became a promise, every sorrow found release. What was broken did not stay broken, what was buried rose again. Love was writing a greater story than my eyes could comprehend. Every scar has a song, every tear has a prayer, every night has a promise that the morning will be there. Every burden grows lighter, every chain can be undone, every scar has a song, and every journey finds the sun. The old acacia kept its shadow, sheltering hearts that sought for peace. The smallest seed became a forest, showing how true hope increased. Children laughed where fear once lingered, songs returned where silence stayed. Every act of faithful kindness built a path that never swayed. Hands once trembling now were lifted, eyes once weary now could see. Mercy walked beside the broken, like waves upon a quiet sea. Grace remembers every heartbeat, love restores what pain concealed. The deepest wounds can become windows where compassion is revealed. Every scar not fear the marks you carry. They are proof that you kept walking. They are proof that hope survived. The strongest testimony is not a life without struggle. It is a heart that chose love again. On my face, not because I've never stumbled, but because I found new grace. Every river keeps on flowing, every season finds its bloom. What was planted in the darkness now has filled the world with hope. I will sing for every traveler searching for a place to start. May they find the song of healing written deep within their heart. Every scar has a song, every soul can rise. Every soul can rise again. Stronger than love is stronger than the shadows. Hope is greater than the pain. Every heartbeat, every blessing, every voice now testifies. Every scar has a song, and every faithful song still reaches heaven. Every scar has a song. If you have known sorrow, you can understand compassion. If you have walked through darkness, you can recognize the dawn. Do not be ashamed of the road you've traveled, for every scar that love has healed has become a song someone else needed to hear. I had searched across wide roads, through crowded places, across mountains that echo my questions. But peace was never waiting where I expected to find it. It was waiting in the quiet, beneath the shade of an old acacia tree, where mercy had already prepared a place for me. The morning breeze upon the hillside, soft as dew upon the land. Golden light embraced the silence like a gentle open hand. Every branch reached toward tomorrow, every leaf danced with the breeze. The earth whispered ancient wisdom beneath the faithful acacia tree. I laid my burdens on the ground there, heavy dreams I could not bear. Hope arrived without a trumpet, only quiet answered prayer. When I stopped chasing tomorrow, peace came looking after me. Love had always been waiting beneath the old acacia tree. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, where mercy flowed like endless streams. Every fear became a memory, every wound surrendered to healing. Roots held fast through every season, branches reached beyond what I could see. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, and grace forever carried me. The birds sang songs of new beginnings. The wind became a gentle choir. Every breath restored my courage. Every heartbeat lit a fire. No crown was resting on the branches. No palace stood upon the hill. Yet heaven filled that humble shelter with a peace forever still. The sky unfolded endless promise. Clouds gave way to morning's glow. Faith became a living river, teaching weary hearts to grow. Every ending hides a doorway. Every night prepares the dawn. Love is planting seeds of mercy long before the storm is gone. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, where mercy flowed like endless streams. Every fear became a memory. Every wound surrendered to healing. Roots held fast through every season. Branches reached beyond what I could see. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, and grace forever carried me. The tallest mountains cannot hold more hope than one humble heart, opened by compassion. The strongest hands are the ones that lift another. The richest soul is the one that chooses love. Grace asks for nothing, yet changes everything. Oh, oh, carry me. Grace surrounds me, lead me home. Because the road is clear, but because the one who found me walks beside me year by year. Every sunrise tells the story. Every river sings the same. Mercy calls the lost by kindness. Love remembers every name. Children laugh beneath the branches. Elders smile with grateful eyes. Hope has built another harvest under endless open skies. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, where broken hearts learn how to bloom. Every sorrow meant compassion. Every shadow gave up gloom. Roots forever, faith forever, love forever, setting free. I found grace beneath the acacia tree, and heaven found a home in me. Grace beneath the acacia tree, forever, forever. If the road has left you weary, rest for a while. Not every miracle arrives with thunder. Some arrive as shade on a hot day, as a quiet prayer, as a gentle breeze, as grace. Waiting beneath the acacia tree. And when you rise again, carry that grace to someone else. Listen. before a seed becomes a forest, before the dawn paints the horizon, before our people stand together, there is a promise not written in stone alone, but written in hearts that choose hope over fear, mercy over bitterness, and love over division. The ground becomes holy when compassion walks upon it, and from that holy ground a new song will rise. Morning stretched across the valleys, bringing light to every field. Golden rays embrace the rivers, calling hidden dreams revealed. Ancient winds carry remembrance, not of sorrow but of grace. Every village, every pathway held the hope of every face. Hands once weary joined together, planting seeds beneath the sky. Every act of quiet kindness taught another soul to rise. When hearts are joined in mercy, the strongest walls come down. Where faith walks hand in hand with love, the earth becomes holy ground. Africa shall rise on holy ground, where hope is stronger than the storm. Every voice becomes a promise, every heart keeps love alive. From the mountains to the shoreline, from the rivers to the plains, Africa shall rise on holy ground and sing a brand new song again. Children laugh beneath the baobabs, elders smile with peaceful eyes. Every generation carries dreams no darkness can disguise. Fields awaken into harvest, rain restores the thirsty land. Every sunrise brings another reason hope will always stand. No division can outlast the strength of hearts that choose to care. Every soul becomes a lantern, shining light for all to share. The future grows in patience, the harvest grows in peace. Love becomes the living river that never ever ceases. Africa shall rise on holy ground, where hope is stronger than the storm. Every voice becomes a promise, every heart keeps love alive. From the mountains to the shoreline, from the rivers to the plains, Africa shall rise on holy ground and sing a brand new song again. Lift your eyes, see beyond the horizon. Lift your hand, build what fear could never build. Lift your voice, not to divide but to heal. The strongest nation is the one that remembers compassion. The greatest victory is the one shared together. Oh, rise together, walk in mercy, walk in light. Hey! La 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 la. Every sunrise tells tomorrow, every river finds the sea. Every child deserves a future rooted deep in dignity. Let forgiveness plant new gardens, let compassion shape the way. May the songs we leave behind us guide another hopeful day. The earth remembers every kindness, peace, rise in love. Together, the future is not built by strength alone. It is built by faithful hands, honest hearts, and lives that choose compassion every single day. Where love is planted, hope will grow. And where hope grows, a new generation will rise. Listen. Before the cities found their voices, the wind already knew every name. Before the roads crossed the valleys, the rivers carried stories no book could hold. Some say the spirit is far away, but if you stand still, if you listen beyond the noise, you'll hear a whisper rising from the earth. I have never left. I walk through valleys dressed in morning light, dust on my feet, but hope in my hands. The mountains remember songs older than fear, and every sunrise called my soul by name. Children laugh beneath ancient branches, old hands lifted prayers without a sound. Love grew quietly where kindness was planted, like rain returning to thirsty ground. No crown can own the morning, no darkness steals the dawn. Where mercy keeps on breathing, the journey carries on. Inside Africa, where the spirit still speaks, hope keeps rising, even when the strongest grow weak. Every heartbeat, every prayer, every tear becomes a seed. Inside Africa, love is stronger than our need. The river carried yesterday away, leaving tomorrow upon the shore. Broken hearts became open windows, letting in a brighter world once more. No chain can silence honest voices, no storm can bury living truth. The light keeps reaching every corner, calling old and young alike to choose. Lift your eyes, the horizon is wider than sorrow. Lift your hands, grace is closer than fear. Lift your voice, the song was never forgotten. Inside Africa, where the spirit still speaks, the future blossoms through the faith, the humble key. One people, one hope, walking toward the light together. Inside Africa, the spirit speaks forever. When the night grows quiet, listen again. Not for thunder, not for applause, but for the gentle voice that reminds every generation. still speaks. They built walls, they raised crowns, they believed power could rewrite truth. But truth was never born in palaces. It grew in humble hearts, in whispered prayers, in hands that chose compassion over fear. Every throne will one day become dust, but a righteous voice echoes beyond generations. Where shadows gathered, where promises were hard to find. Yet every step through broken valleys left a stronger heart behind. The mighty spoke with golden language, the humble answered with their lives. When justice seemed a distant sunrise, hope refused to say goodbye. The wind remembered every promise, the earth received each faithful seed. Love was growing in the silence, far beyond the reach of greed. You can hide the light for a moment, but morning still will come. You can cover truth with darkness, but you cannot stop the sun. No throne can silence the righteous, no crown can bury the flame. Truth keeps rising like the sunrise, calling every heart by name. Love is stronger than oppression, grace is deeper than the sea. No throne can silence the righteous. Hope was born to set us free. The smallest voice can move a mountain when it carries honest love. Mercy builds what fear demolishes, guided by the one above. Hands once empty now are lifted, eyes once weary shine again. Every act of quiet kindness breaks another heavy chain. Not by anger, not by hatred, not by force that fades away, but by courage, faith and mercy, walking boldly every day. Every tear becomes a river, every river finds the sea. Every faithful heart discovers what true freedom means to be. No throne can silence the righteous, no crown can bury the flame. Truth keeps rising like the sunrise, calling every heart by name. Love is stronger than oppression, grace is deeper than the sea. No throne can silence the righteous. Hope was born to set us free. The strongest tree begins unseen, the brightest dawn begins in darkness. The loudest power lasts for a moment, but love outlives empires. Love outlives kingdoms. Love outlives fear. Truth will rise, hope will rise, hope will shine, hope will shine. Love forever, hope will shine. Children singing in the daylight, elders smiling side by side. Every generation carries Faith no tyrant can divide. Justice walks with quiet footsteps, never needing earthly fame. Every life transformed by mercy lights another hopeful flame. The fields remember every harvest, the sky remembers every prayer. Where compassion keeps on breathing, heaven's peace is always there. No throne can silence the righteous, no kingdom steals our song. Hope keeps building faithful hearts, where love has always belonged. Every mountain, every valley, every soul can testify. No throne can silence the righteous, truth will never truly die. No throne can silence the righteous, love will always testify. When power speaks with pride, answer with humility. When hatred shouts, answer with compassion. When fear commands silence, let your life become the song. For the voice that walks in truth needs no throne to be heard. There are mountains we can see, and mountains we carry within. Some are carved from stone, others are built from fear, regret, and yesterday. I climbed until my strength was gone. Then I looked beyond the highest peak, and I saw a greater sign of hope. The cross stood higher than the mountains. Morning touched the silent ridges, painting gold across the sky. Every summit wore its greatness, yet something greater caught my eye. The winds carried songs of mercy, rivers carved the ancient land. Every path I thought was ending found new life by unseen hands. I laid my burdens on the hillside, heavy as the rocks below. Still a quiet voice kept calling, there is farther yet to go. When my courage felt too small, grace became my strength. When my vision reached its limit, love extended every length. The cross stood higher than the mountains, higher than my deepest fear. Hope was shining through the darkness, love was always drawing near. Every valley found new meaning, every tear became a stream. The cross stood higher than the mountains, lifting every broken dream. Storm clouds gathered without warning, thunder rolled across the plain. Yet beneath the sound of heaven, peace remained through wind and rain. Every scar became a lesson, every loss became a seed. From the hardest ground emerged the quiet strength I came to need. The tallest cliffs could never measure how far compassion chose to reach. Mercy climbed beyond the skyline, teaching what no stone could teach. Not by power, not by pride, but by love that never fails. Every faithful step grows stronger, though the hardest pathway trails. And the cross stood higher than sunrise whispers, begin again. Higher still, lead me on, hope remains. Not because the road is smooth, but because I know that kindness always walks beside the truth. Children laugh beneath the daylight, elders lift their thankful eyes. Every generation carries songs that never truly die. The mountains still stand before me, yet they no longer steal my view. Love has given me a vision wide enough to journey through. The cross stood higher than the mountains, higher than the clouds above. Faith kept rising like the sunrise, carried by unfailing love. Every heartbeat, every blessing, every voice now testifies. The cross stood higher than the mountains, and hope still fills the skies. Higher than the mountains, higher than fear, higher than yesterday. Love remains. If the road seems impossible, lift your eyes. If the mountain feels too high, lift your heart. Because the greatest victory is not found at the highest summit, but in the love that reaches farther than any mountain ever could. The longest night is not the end of the story. The silence is not defeat. Even the lion, strong and patient, does not chase the sunrise. It waits, knowing that light always keeps its promise. So if your heart has grown weary, wait for the morning. Moonlight rested on the valley, silver over stone and sand. Every star became a witness to a hope already planned. The wind carried quiet whispers, soft as mercy, calm and deep. Even in the darkest hours, love was watching while we sleep. Far beyond the distant ridges, where tomorrow touched the sky, a new day gathered in the silence, though no eye could see it rise. When the night feels never ending, when your strength begins to fade, hold on to the smallest promise. Morning cannot be delayed. A lion waits for the morning, never fearing passing nights. Faith keeps breathing through the darkness, knowing dawn will bring the light. Every heartbeat tells the story, every sunrise makes it true. The lion waits for the morning, and hope is waiting too. Every river keeps on flowing, though the mountain stands so tall. Every seed beneath the surface still prepares to answer the call. Not by rushing, not by striving, but by trusting what will be. Even deserts bloom with beauty when they welcome heaven's peace. Children dream beneath the heavens, held a smile through grateful eyes. Love keeps building quiet kingdoms. No storm can ever compromise. Every trial shapes the spirit. Every season has its place. The longest road still leads the traveler to the arms of endless grace. The lion waits for the morning, never fearing passing night. Faith keeps breathing through the darkness, knowing God will bring the light. Every heartbeat tells the story. Every sunrise makes it true. The lion waits for the morning, and hope is waiting too. Do not measure tomorrow by today's shadows. Do not measure your future by yesterday's fear. The strongest courage is quiet confidence. The deepest strength knows when to wait. And every faithful heart will see the dawn. Golden colors flood the land. Every mountain joins the chorus. Every river lifts its hands. The lion stands beneath the sunrise, calm beneath the open sky. Not because the night was easy, but because it passed him by. Love has turned the page forever. Mercy writes another day. Every soul that keeps believing finds a brighter, stronger way. The lion waits for the morning, and the morning never fails. Grace arrives with gentle power, love beyond the strongest walls. Every valley, every mountain, every voice now testifies. The lion waits for the morning, and the morning always arrives. The lion waits, the lion waits. If tonight feels heavy, do not surrender your song. The dawn is already walking toward you. Keep your faith, keep your hope, keep your heart open, because the light has never forgotten where to find you. The morning is coming. The morning is coming. There are tears, the kind no one sees, the kind that fall in the silence when the night is listening. I thought they would disappear into the dust, but the river gathered everyone. It carried my sorrow past broken roads, past forgotten places, until hope met me on the other shore. I stood beside the quiet water with empty hands and weary eyes. The morning wrapped the earth in mercy, painting gold across the skies. Every heartbeat held a question, every step a whispered prayer. Still the current kept on moving, teaching me that hope was there. The stones beneath remembered footsteps, older than my deepest fear. Gentle waves became a promise, you are never stranded here. Though the valley felt endless, though the night stayed long, love was quietly writing a brand new song. The river carried my tears to Zion, washed every burden from my soul. Where I thought the story ended, grace began to make me whole. Every sorrow found its healing, every shadow found the light. The river carried my tears to Zion and turned my mourning into life. Trees were reaching toward tomorrow, branches dancing with the breeze. Even silence had a purpose, speaking softly through the leaves. I released what I was holding, every fear I couldn't name. As the water moved before me, nothing stayed exactly the same. The sky grew wide with expectation, clouds surrendered to the sun. Hope became a steady rhythm, teaching me to overcome. Every wound has a season, every season has an end. Mercy waits beside the river, faith remains a faithful friend. The river carried my tears to Zion, washed every burden from my soul. Where I thought the story ended, grace began to make me whole. Every sorrow found its healing, every shadow found the light. The river carried my tears to Zion and turned my mourning into light. No tear is forgotten, no prayer disappears. Love gathers every broken moment and shapes it into tomorrow. When the current seems too strong, do not fear. The one who made the river also knows your name. Oh, carry me, carry me, carry me, carry me, carry me into the light. Carry me, carry me. Oh, now my footsteps echo freedom, where despair once built its home. Every sunrise feels like mercy, every road no longer unknown. Children sing beside the waters, laughter rises with the wind. Every ending births a beginning, every loss can learn to mend. I will tell the coming generations what compassion taught my heart. Love can carry every burden, even when the world falls apart. The river carried my tears to Zion, lifted every weary soul. What was broken now was blooming, grace has written hope in gold. Every heartbeat sings of mercy, every dawn reveals new light. The river carried my tears to Zion and filled my spirit with new life. The river carried, the river carried, the river carried my tears If your heart feels heavy, do not hide your tears. Let them become a river. Let hope carry what you cannot. Because every journey toward healing begins with one faithful step. And every river knows the way home. When the dust rises beneath your feet, do not think you walk alone. Long before the road knew your name, love had already gone ahead. Across the hills, across the rivers, across the red earth, the shepherd is still walking. Morning broke upon the hillside, wrapped in colors soft and bright. Every blade of grass was shining, touched by gentle streams of light. Birds awakened with thanksgiving, rivers sang a quiet hymn. Every breath became a blessing, every path led back to Him. The wide horizon held a promise, stronger than the passing years. Peace was written in the silence, far beyond my doubts and fears. When I wandered through the dry land, hope became my faithful guide. Every step revealed compassion, walking closely by my side. The shepherd walks the red earth, leaving mercy in His way, turning deserts into gardens, calling every heart today. Every valley finds new courage, every mountain learns to sing. The shepherd walks the red earth, guided by eternal love. Ancient trees became my shelter, their branches dancing with the breeze. Every shadow spoke of comfort, every whisper carried peace. Where I stumbled, grace restored me. Where I faltered, strength appeared. Hands of kindness lifted burdens, replacing every hidden fear. The dust became a living witness, every footprint told the same. Love remembers every traveler, calling each of us by name. Though the road may stretch before me, though the storms may fill the sky, faith becomes my steady compass, leading where the rivers lie. The shepherd walks the red earth, leaving mercy in His way, turning deserts into gardens, calling every heart today. Every valley finds new courage, every mountain learns to sing. The shepherd walks the red earth, guided by eternal love. No road is too forgotten, no heart is too broken, no night is too dark. The shepherd sees what others overlook. He gathers the weary, elders smiling hand in hand, every story carried forward like a river through the land. Fields awakened into harvest, seeds of mercy now in bloom. What was buried in the darkness now has filled the world with hope. Every heartbeat joins the chorus, every voice becomes a flame. Love keeps writing new beginnings, never leaving us the same. The shepherd walks the red earth, every sunrise tells his grace. Hope is growing without ending, love shines brightly on each face. Every river, every mountain, every soul can testify. The shepherd walks the red earth, and his peace will never die. The shepherd walks, the shepherd walks, the shepherd walks the red earth. If your feet grow weary, keep walking. If your heart grows heavy, keep trusting. For every path of compassion, every quiet act of mercy, every step taken in faith is never unnoticed. The shepherd still walks beside you. Listen. There comes a day when the road grows silent, when every step asks, who are you? I search through cities, I search through strangers, I searched through yesterday, then I came home. The wind called my name, the rivers knew my tears, and the soil beneath my feet whispered, you were never forgotten. I walk with dust upon my sandals, carrying questions through the rain, looking for a place to belong, searching for healing beyond the pain. Every sunrise painted promises, every sunset taught me grace. Though the world forgot my story, love was waiting in this place. The hills stood like old believers, watching every season pass. Their silence spoke of endless mercy, growing stronger than the past. No journey is wasted, no tear falls alone. The heart always remembers the place it calls home. Your way, roots running deeper, hope growing higher. Grace became my shelter, love became my fire. The soil remembered my name, and my soul began to sing me. The earth embraced my footsteps as heaven crowned the King. Morning carried songs of freedom, floating softly through the trees. Every leaf became a witness, dancing with the evening breeze. Broken dreams became like rivers, finding oceans far away. Every scar became a testimony, lighting up another day. I found courage in the silence, faith where fear had used to stand. Every blessing started growing like a seed in faithful hands. feels forgotten. Keep walking in light. The dawn always rises after the darkest night. The soil remembered my name when the whole world looked away. His gentle voice kept calling. You never lost your way. Roots running deep, hope growing high. Grace became my shelter, love became my fire. The soil remembered my name, and my soul began to sing. The earth embraced my footsteps as heaven crowned the King. I am more than yesterday, more than every fear. Love has written destiny for every soul that hears. The valleys cannot hold me, the mountains cannot hide the mercy that keeps leading me with every faithful stride. The rain keeps washing sorrow, the sun keeps warming stone, and every road reminds me I'm never walking alone. Children laugh beside the rivers, old songs rise again. Hands once heavy now are lifted, free from every chain. The stars become a choir, the moon becomes a light. Even in the quiet places, love is shining bright. Every harvest tells a story, every seed declares that hope grows strong in patient hearts, watered by our prayers. The soil remembered my name before I learned to stand. Its faithful arms were reaching like the touch of heaven's hand. Roots forever planted, faith forever strong. Mercy is my heartbeat, love became my song. Soil remembered my name, and my spirit found its home, where truth and hope walk side by side. I'll never walk alone. When tomorrow asks who you are, do not answer with your failures. Do not answer with your fears. Stand upon the ground where grace has carried you. Listen carefully. The earth remembers, the earth remembers, the earth remembers, love remembers. And the one who made you has always known your name. Stand still, long enough to hear what the wind remembers, long enough to watch the oldest trees lift their silent branches toward the sky. The mighty do not bow because they are weak. They bow because they know the one who gave them life. And when the baobabs bow to heaven, every heart remembers where true strength begins. distant hillside, golden rivers softly gleam. Every leaf reflects a promise, every sunrise births a dream. Ancient roots embrace the silence, holding stories through the years. Hope has grown beneath their shadow, watered by forgotten tears. Birds awaken with thanksgiving, their songs floating on the breeze. Even stones seem filled with wonder beneath the old majestic trees. The tallest stand in reverence, the strongest choose to bend. Where humble hearts seek wisdom, new beginnings never end. When baobabs bow to heaven, every burden leaves the soul. Grace falls gently like the rainfall, making broken spirits whole. Every mountain joins the chorus, every river sings along. When baobabs bow to heaven, love becomes the strongest song. Children dance beneath the branches, laughing freely in the light. Elders speak with quiet courage, keeping hope forever bright. Hands once empty now are lifted, filled with seeds of faithful grace. Every act of simple kindness leaves compassion in its place. The earth remembers every footprint, every prayer beneath the sun. Mercy walks beside the humble until every race is won. Every season tells a story, every storm prepares the bloom. Faith keeps growing through the darkness, turning sorrow into room. When baobabs bow to heaven, every burden leaves the soul. Grace falls gently like the rainfall, making broken spirits whole. Every mountain joins the chorus, every river sings along. When baobabs bow to heaven, love becomes the strongest song. Strength is not the pride that stands alone. Strength is the heart that chooses mercy. The highest branches still reach upward, the deepest roots still drink from hope. And every life that walks in love becomes a living testimony. Lift my soul higher still, lead me home. The evening sky becomes a canvas, stars awaken one by one. Every light declares a promise that the night is never won. Tomorrow waits beyond the darkness, morning always finds a way. Faith becomes the gentle sunrise, welcoming another day. The earth rejoices with creation, every heart can now proclaim love has never stopped pursuing every soul by name. When baobabs bow to heaven, every fear gives way to peace. Mercy flows through every nation, never fading, never ceased. Every heartbeat, every blessing, every voice now testifies. When baobabs as trees can bow, so can every heart, not in defeat, but in gratitude, not in fear, but in trust, for the one who planted every seed, still waters every soul. And when we learn to bow in love, we discover how deeply we are held.